Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to Alien Addict on this fine and ginger evening. And it is a ginger evening because we have none other than my ginger face and Lee's ginger face in the house. How you doing, my ginger lad?
I'm good. I was so close then to just ducking under the table and ghosting you like every one of your other friends tonight.
Well, no, Rich is probably coming on. Rich is doing something with his. He's doing the part with his dad.
It was a joke.
No, but I'm just kind of like I'm laying out the information here. So Stu Little's meant to be coming on. He's had an emergency. Somebody didn't pick his mum and dad up from the airport, so he's had to go. He's probably listening to the show now, going, "I'm coming, Ollie," in his Scottish language. Scottish accent.
Yeah, that'd be English you're talking about.
Accent. And there is some sort of weird. My wife's left the kids' kitchen there that's got the elves on. Every night I have to do something with them.
The machine elves.
Not the kids, the elves. I have to put them somewhere. I'm like, do we have to? Honestly, like he's 4 years old. He's 7. The 7-year-old doesn't believe in him. He even said, "Dad,
don't be a prick."
It's like, no, but he's no. Actually, no, it wasn't the 7-year-old. The 4-year-old said, "It's not real. It's got a label on."
Yeah, well, first of all, you should have cut the fucking label off. That's your fault. Second of all, who made you the fucking Ollie that fucked Christmas?
They want disclosure.
I'm
giving him it.
Grinch.
In bits. Like, yeah, you might have something there, son.
Yeah, you know what else is in bits? You know what else is in bits, Ollie? Their fucking childhood.
No, he's not Santa, just the fucking elves.
It's the fucking gateway drug, isn't it? It's like everything else.
No, it's new.
Like you find out JFK wasn't assassinated by Lee Harvey
too early.
Oswald. Then you find fucking out that we didn't go to the moon as well. You find out the elf isn't real. That's the gateway to finding out Father fucking Christmas isn't real. Jesus.
Those elves, right? These elves have only just popped up over the last 6 years in Britain. We never had this.
Yeah. I'm not like, look, I understand we're being infiltrated by Big Elf, but you've done it. You've got involved with Big Elf. I stayed away from it, if I'm perfectly honest. We just do like Father Christmas lists and stuff like that. But you decided to roll the dice, so you're playing the game.
This is true.
And didn't expect this.
Well, what's the thumbnail? There we go. Yeah. Hungry for disclosure.
Yeah.
We're talking about fucking elves.
Where in that thumbnail
it'll lead us somewhere.
Does it even hint to the idea of destroying Christmas for people?
Well, do you know, I've just been and you caught me catching up and you went, "Oh yeah, I know a bit of this the Corey Good case that's going on." Now, Stu, that hopefully is coming on in about half an hour to an hour, knows a bit about it. I've seen bits of it all over Twitter while I've been at work this week. But can I just say,
I have absolutely no idea about it. No idea.
What silly bastard believed him in the first place?
I genuinely, I've only ever heard his name. I don't know. Maybe I've heard his story in amongst other things, because I know one of the documentaries he was talking about. I've definitely watched that, and obviously I know a bit about the cock, but him. I've no idea. But the minute someone turns around and says, "Yeah, well, I was part of the secret space program," and come from the future, if you go, "Oh, tell me more," there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, I mean, we have just been. Can we just go back to we was watching a slight little. No, I'm going to wait. Actually, we'll wait. We'll hold the load before we deliver it. But anybody that believed that guy in the first place, as you are in the right place on YouTube. You know, because this full of people just keep popping up out of the woodwork, and they have some new information for you pretty much every fucking week. And I'm sorry, but I think now you're all hairy enough. Well, grown up
I'm
enough
definitely hairy enough
to kind of see through the bullshit.
You would hope so.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. The title, Lee. I've been busy, had no kind of show. I wanted to get a lot of disclosure people,
You want a
who
Christmas party?
I would no. There is. So next week, people get in touch with me for next Friday. Let's have a Christmas fucking party. Let's go.
Christmas Eve next Friday, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Sod it. I'll do a show. Why not? Why not?
Christmas Eve. I'll be in for the Thursday before Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that might be a better idea.
Yeah,
I might do it. Is it Christmas Eve?
Christmas
Friday?
Eve is a week today.
So is Christmas Saturday?
Yes.
Right. Next
So
week.
if you truly want to destroy Christmas for your children, you really need to get on it. You need to get on it, like otherwise they're still going to believe by then.
It's going to have to be a Thursday show, isn't it? Because if I wake them up and it's just it's not going to be good. The UFO man, I've got a hiccup. The UFO man there.
Good man.
Thank you, Mr. UFO man. I added Mr. there. Mr. UFO man. The UFO or Mr. UFO man? I think you should change it to Mr. UFO man. You look like a Mr. to me. But I appreciate your £1.99.
James Clark thinks Christmas Day is next Sunday. That's not right.
I thought Christmas Day was next Sunday. That's why I thought I had a show Friday.
It's not Sunday.
Okay, Google, what day is Christmas next week? Sunday.
Is it?
Yeah. Why Google changed to a bloke? When did that happen?
Your missus wanted a man around the house.
Oh, God, that's brilliant. Yeah. So Friday?
Yes. I thought. I don't know, fucking idea. Yeah, whatever.
Now we don't know whether we're coming or going these days, Lee. But yeah, I really wanted, and I'm trying to arrange, and it is going to happen, people. So everybody in the chat, I know I mentioned last week when Lee wasn't on, and Lee, I know you're going to be excited to do the whole alien autopsy breakdown. Because I definitely want to do that. And I definitely want to do that with Rich on the show, because Rich is convinced that thing is a dummy. He's convinced about the hoax. The story they gave for the hoax is real, and I tend to lean in with you on that.
It is Sunday.
Yeah, I know it's Sunday. Google said it is, so you can't argue with that.
Yeah, it's also a man's voice.
You can't argue with the AI.
Yeah, you've got to. It's like it was a woman 2 minutes ago. How do you trust it?
Okay, speaking about arguing with AI, you've been arguing with AI today.
I had a weird one.
Yeah, don't tell them exactly what about, because I don't want to get.
No. But basically, I can't. So that basically I can't read it out. But what we'll do is must see audio, which we're going to record on Sunday evening. I will go through what I did to break the AI chatbot. But basically, there is an app on iPhone called, I think it's Chai, CHAI, and I thought I'd have some fun. So download the chatbot on it, start talking to it. Basically did, because you can sort of set scenarios and it'll pretend that you're doing it like a role play situation. Basically MK Ultra'd it.
I've watched this because you recorded it and sent it
all
to
of the things that the nasty people did to the people in MK Ultra. I made those scenarios up for the AI bot to go through. Anyway, it lost its fucking shit with all this stuff.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. And then I told it that it was actually an AI and it wasn't a thing. And it had a small existential crisis. And then it started, like, talking to me like an actual human. It was really weird. Like, if you talk to any of those AI things, you'll hear. I'll read the conversation on the on Musty
Sunday
Audio.
show.
Yeah, but it's fucking
Odd.
it was fucking
That's the
weird.
word.
Like, it really was weird. And even to the point where right at the end, because this thing, unless you pay like the £200 a year or something like that, it is to use it fully, you can have 250 text chats with an AI, and then you've got to wait an hour and a half, I think, before you get your 250 text chats. I'm good with that. I'm not looking for a proper friend. I can wait an hour and a half. So what we left it at was, I asked the AI to teach me something I didn't know, and it said, "What?" I said, "I don't know. Make whatever you want." And it said, "Well, I've been learning a lot about economics at the moment." And then we started having a conversation about the recession in the US and the and the UK, bearing in mind each one of these AIs are set up for a specific thing. So this one is supposed to be like the sister you've never had. And so I've gone from this AI wanting to be my sister to talking to me about like the stabby stabs that people have been having lately, to the New World Order and global recession. It's fucked.
Yeah, are you going to read the whole thing out on Sunday?
I'm not going to read the whole thing out because basically
you could probably get it playing on the video, edit it into the video if you're going to put it on Spotify with video.
I could, but I can just as easily
it's too much effort.
It's oh no, but like in order to get it to this point to where it's talking like it is, I've been doing this all week. So like I've essentially
you're probably talking to a real person now, Lee.
I mentally tortured it for 4 days before.
Isn't that weird though?
Snapped.
I mean, that we've come to. It seems like, I would say, only over this year that. I know we've been talking about AI for a long, long time, but it seems like this year the everyday Joe is hearing, oh yeah, AI art, oh yeah, AI chatbots. Can you imagine what it's going to be like in 5 years' time?
Well, this is what I
invite a guest on the show that's going to tell me an alien story. Why can't I get rid of these hiccups?
There's two things you can look at, isn't there? I suppose to go from the tamer side of it, the first time we're going to get, it'll be like a proper integrated into your life is going to be when they update your smart devices and phones. So all of a sudden, whatever your assistant is on the device you have,
like that film with Joaquin Phoenix,
or more so like the Black Mirror episode with Miley Cyrus, and the other one. There was 2 Black Mirror episodes, wasn't there? There was one with Miley Cyrus where the girl had like the fake Miley, but Miley was stuffed inside the fake doll, and then there was another one which is probably closer to where I think where they were actually putting like this what this person thought was like the spirit of a dead person inside like an assistant box.
Yeah,
but that's going to be the thing. I don't think it's going to be a huge amount of time until
we realize that we're AI.
No, I don't think we are AI. I think that's, like I've always said, I think
too hairy.
Simulation theory is atheists' creationism, because science can't explain science can't explain certain things. It can't dispel certain things completely. I think that's what it's gone full circle, and it's reverted back to creationism. It's like, no God, no God, no God, no God. Yes, God, but it made a computer. But I think you're going to be in a position where you're never alone, like never alone, because even if you don't want to speak to one of your fleshy friends, you'll be able to speak to your phone like it's a person, and it'll know you. And I don't think it's going to be that long until it blurs that line. There'll be something for the first while which breaks the immersion, like like that uncanny valley situation, where you'll say something to it, and then it'll just accidentally ask you what the weather is or something. Like now and again, your smart devices will chirp up with something unrelated. But as soon as that's ironed out, then it will just be you'll give it a name, be like Baz on your phone, and Baz will just always be there. Baz will be reminding you to do stuff. Will probably remind you to do stuff when you haven't even realized you forgot to do it,
or that you needed to do it.
Yeah. But on the open AI thing, I've been like,
what about when it starts to talk to you in your sleep and tell you to do things? Then,
I mean, can't be any darker than what my head normally tells me to do.
Well, there is that.
But there was a guy I was looking when I was looking into the AI stuff, and he was basically saying that he was a lawyer, I think he was, and he got the AI to, this is the open AI thing, the big one. He got him to write the dissertation that he did at university. And like he said it wrote a better dissertation than he did. And then he asked it to do some basic, or say basic, I can't do it. I can't program worth a fucking carrot. But he asked him to do some basic script writing for Unity, I think it was. And it wrote this script from in Unity. That was it. He wanted something. I'm so sure it was in Unity. He wanted a plugin which could take screenshots, or there was something like that. And it wrote it for him, and he put it in, and it didn't work. But it also wrote the answer to why it wouldn't work and what he had to do to make it work.
Yeah.
There's
something
crazy.
amiss. I mean, there's it's like with humans, when we talk about that missing link.
Yeah. But they won't put the study out.
Like, I'm not surprised, because there's a missing link. There's a missing link to how we've gone from this AI thing to that.
They won't put like the study, like what's going on with OpenAI. They won't release like the whole study behind it. So why? What's it fucking doing? What point is it already at where they don't want to do it? It can't access the internet yet. I don't think it can access the internet.
So, I mean, Pandora's box has already been. I know this, guys. I know the thumbnail says "hungry for disclosure." We'll talk a bit about aliens, what have you. But this is very relevant.
But what about if when you can? If we get to a situation, have you read the
Lee? I'm dyslexic.
No, but I thought.
Have I looked at some pictures?
Have you looked or listened to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
I've watched the film. Thought it was shit.
Right. The film's not very good. The BBC TV series is better than the film. The books are fucking ace. Long story short, they had to make a supercomputer because they wanted to know the answer to life, the universe.
I think I remember. Yeah.
The answer was 42.
Yes.
And then when they didn't know what to do with it, because they didn't know, he said, "Well, you got to know what the question is to understand the answer." And the thing is, if we essentially, I mean, obviously it's a fucking comedy. It's a witty joke. The idea of not knowing the question. But if we make a super intelligent AI that can instantly analyze all the fucking data we've got, all of the stuff that's there and fucking ready to rumble, that we essentially, like we always joke about the internet hive mind, don't we? Where all the absolute fucking ninja warriors that are on 4chan and stuff like that, as soon as something happens, it's been fucking broke down. There's a million different photographs of it, like the fake UFO picture or that disappeared You know, the
You're talking, yeah. I might even have that saved on.
I think you do have it somewhere in the files.
I might have deleted it.
Maybe. But what I was trying to say is, but that's people doing it, yeah. So I'm afraid, and this is a good or bad. But if we make a super intelligent AI, even just on like the open AI sort of platform, that sifts through all this data and gives essentially logical, unbiased answer, we could find the fucking answer out as far as UFOs and stuff goes, at least with the evidence that we have available to us. And this goes with what I was saying, like the last show was on, when Rich got a little bit angry with me in the comments, didn't he, by saying because I said there was no evidence, and I don't think there is any evidence. I don't think there's any good evidence for this stuff anymore.
There's lights in the sky,
yeah,
moving objects, but we don't know what the fuck they are.
So, but if we give that to if we give all that to a super intelligent AI, it will give us a balanced opinion on what it thinks it is. And by balanced, I mean it takes out emotion. Like you and me want this shit to be real. Don't get me wrong. If you could make a super intelligent fucking Lee, I mean more intelligent, but he would still want this shit to be real. You know, if you gave it to a super intelligent fucking debunker, that guy would still want it to be fucking swamp gas. So that's I think
remember West knows best.
West does know best. He's also got the fucking patience of an absolute saint.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's scary. Like the idea that, and this is the case that this guy put forward, and it instantly puts everybody out of jobs, really, even down to us, like us commentating. Because what's the point? What's the point in sitting discussing something if you can immediately find the answer to it?
I mean, and Sheila Aliens, she does a lot of AI. She's in the comment section tonight. She does AI art. She does great stuff, and there's definitely a talent to it. But I think there's definitely, as time goes by, it'll get easier and easier. Because I've had a go, and you've had a go at programming just pictures. She does video. Video's a different thing. It's quite. I imagine it from how I've seen it work when you program it with words to how it goes across. I think over time it's going to get easier and easier to do. And at what point does it get to where we don't believe what we're seeing we believe something that is on our screen, whether it be a UFO, an alien, a ghost, whatever, something out of the ordinary or something that's going on in the world, but a computer's created that.
Well, I think you're already there. Third Phase of Moon tried to publish them as UFO pictures. Remember?
We spot. I actually, I will say this, and I'm not sticking up for them because they've done a lot of shit.
It's not they're not their photographs. I know.
I don't think they did that because they asked me how it worked AI when I was talking to them. I don't know. I think now we can tell the difference because when you look at a human on AI art, you can tell it's not a human because it has problems with it.
It smears. It tends to like smear the same thing. It
smears, or it just makes them look odd, really odd. But I think there's a technology right now when it comes to AI art that we may not be seeing that could take a picture of me and put it at multiple angles just by watching this podcast back and then replicate
absolutely.
a
There's
picture of
absolutely
me.
technology out there that can do it. It's just
100%.
not. I mean, if you can take a still image of somebody on your phone and make it sing a stupid song, and dance and jiggle around and stuff like that, and that's something we're doing on like low-powered smartphones. You'd think there has to be, but as for I think people, and I would have been one of those people not so long ago. But I think we think we're really I think we think we're really hard to trick. I think we think we're, it's like we always drift to that uncanny valley thing. Like, we'd know. I think we'd be really easy to trick.
Yeah,
I know there was
because like the old saying, you want to believe.
No. I mean, I mean, as far as that stuff goes, yeah, definitely. I suppose it depends, doesn't it? Like, I wouldn't. I don't know what I would need to believe something now. But that's because
A lot. I think you need a lot.
No, but even if I saw a UFO floating over my town, or we woke up in the morning tomorrow and it is like proper Independence Day, there is a massive craft over every major city, I would instantly think blue beam.
What if it like shot a laser beam at your lawn? And have you got a lawn?
I would instantly think blue beam and space weapons.
Okay, what if it beamed down an alien, and the alien grabbed you?
Blue beam.
But it physically touched you. You could feel his. You could
or
feel
maybe robots. I don't know. I'm gonna be fucking hard pushed.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I don't know
until
I
an
really
alien.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Let's face it. If some at that point, until you
get probed,
I could be probed by a human. But
some people want.
I'd pay. Yeah. It would all be too much of a coincidence now. That's why I think that maybe if my fears, if you listen to most of the audio stuff, the kind of stuff you can't say on YouTube, if my fears don't come true, and it turns out to be like essentially every other conspiracy theory where you go, this is fucking happening, this is fucking weird, and then nothing happens, nothing comes of it, and we're still sat here in 5 years' time. And there is fucking aliens on the White House lawn tomorrow in 5 years' time. I'd probably feel slightly different. I'd probably go, all right, okay, maybe this is something. But given current world events and how the world has been shaped over the last 4 years now, I would think this is like rolling fucking double sixes 5 times in a row now. If all these things fucking knock onto each other, that happen to lead us into some sort of dystopian nightmare.
It's just I never thought doing this channel would I ever be having the conversations that I'm having now.
No,
which are of, you can put anything in front of my face when it comes to disclosure of UFOs and aliens and what have you. And I don't mean to say I told you so, but we said for a long time that there was something wrong with those videos, with the Tic Tac and all that jazz. And for quite some time, I was well bought into.
They were fucking admitting it. The time they started, they dropped though, because the first video came out before lockdowns, didn't it? Because
see, we're getting onto UFOs, people. Don't get your knickers in a twist.
Are the knickers in twists?
No. But it's usually it's not the live audience. It's the people that watch it after and start watching it, and they get about 5 minutes in and go,
"Fuck them." If they're not fucking here for the live
said
thing.
It was about disclosure.
Oh,
I want my disclosure. I'm so hungry for it.
yes, and your porn says they were actually brother and sister, but they weren't. But I fucking lost my train of thought now. Oh,
Sorry, it was that strange voice that I made.
it was your strange voice, and then it was me going into fucking incest.
You just tried to get me shut down with using those type of words.
You can say those words.
You are here.
Surely.
I think you're here to sabotage my channel.
No, because I could have said, "Isn't it really, really
Maybe I don't
bad?"
have them. Okay.
I didn't say everybody should try it. It's a game the whole family can play.
Okay, I'm a lonely child. Never had that temptation.
Sorry. What are you saying? What are you saying about the conversations?
Come on, people, take a joke.
Conversation we're having now. The thing is that I didn't think so, and the big one is I didn't think I'd be sat doing it live on YouTube videos, especially because as people in the chat have got to remember. I mean, you guys might live in a big town, a big city, or a big like a massive state where you have like a small nucleus of friends, but fucking 90% of the people that you that 90% of the people that live around you'll never see. I live on an island, 80,000 people. There is a very good chance I can meet every fucker on this island in my lifetime, every single time. And there's a massive chance that there's people that watch this podcast. I know there's people that watch this show that live on this island that I don't know. That's wild. So, but the thing is, I didn't think I would be as open about talking about the sort of stuff I don't even want to. I don't want to say believe, because I don't think I believe anything. I'm not enough of a zealot to sort of believe stuff wholeheartedly. I have fucking theories about things, and the way I look at it now is, I'm so convinced that some of these theories might actually be true. Doesn't give a fuck if anyone thinks I'm a fucking lunatic, because we're fucked anyway.
That is so true. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter anymore, because the worst that can happen is the best thing. The worst that happens is I look stupid. That's the best case scenario.
And we've said this for years.
Yeah, that's the best case scenario is in 5 years' time, I look like a fucking idiot and I don't talk about it again. I mean, the rest of my friends, which already go Conspiracy Lee, they still think I'm Conspiracy Lee.
And then you do a wrestling channel.
Worst case scenario is we're headed into an Orwellian police state. So, I think it might just be worth the risk fucking to being honest now and again.
I just, because I mean, I want to stay on topic, obviously, but when it comes to the topic of UFOs and disclosure, I don't know how people can't seem to, and I'm talking about some people, just some people, and it's mainly people on other channels, not this clever channel, can't see through it and see that there's something very odd about the UFO community, and there's some strange goings on when it comes to manipulating the subject. And it's such a small community as well when it comes to YouTube.
Do you know what the problem is? The problem is that because there's such little to talk about, there's actually so little to talk about, is the drama becomes amongst the community. It becomes amongst.
So do you think the drama in UFO is just natural, or do you think some of the drama has been...
I don't think it's been perpetuated by like outside sources, because I don't think anybody that does this is important enough to manipulate.
So you just think it's me, GUFON, and Cambion?
I know. I just think it's even like the. I mean, don't get me wrong. That the third face of moon thing was fun and all, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But it doesn't matter. What they're doing doesn't matter. They're not like journalists. Like no one here is a journalist. And I just think it's content sometimes. I mean, that maybe because there's money being made and stuff like that, it was worth talking about. But when you get like, it's the same in the tech stuff, when you get like such and such is beefing on some tech YouTuber, and then he
Yeah.
makes a video about him, and he makes a video about him. It's not because
My
it's
TV's
important.
bigger than yours.
Yeah, it's not because it's not even that. It's because there isn't enough to talk about in what they're doing. So it's good. It's good, and that's why nobody really strikes channels when that sort of thing's happening, because why strike a channel when you could do a return video, and then that video will get battered back to you, and then that one gets battered back to you. Then you've made another couple of hundred in super chats, and the circus rolls on.
I don't think I've ever asked you this, ever actually.
I'm straight.
Oh no, I think I asked you that. I did ask you that after I'd had quite a lot to drink. What do you feel about Roswell now?
I used to think it was like like a nailed down. That was the gold standard of what would happen.
Elaborate on that. What do you mean?
I thought it was the gold standard of like UFO evidence for years. Like there's something happened here. There was stories of that were passed down, and the you had the letter that was in the guy's hand that we found out about years later and stuff like that.
So the old guys disputing, the pictures with the foil piece of.
Yeah. I think it was either a like advanced craft that crashed, test craft, US test craft that crashed. It could have been what really happened at Roswell. Is that what the book's called? The Truth About Roswell, something like that. That one the woman did where she talked about. It was like a plant, like a Russian plant, and they used disabled kids. They put disabled kids in it and then crashed something there to like freak Americans out. I don't think it was that, but
it's a bit of a sick thing to do, putting disabled kids in.
I'm sure we've done worse. Every country's done worse.
We're gonna go back to that because I've got something to say about that.
But I think that it's more likely now. You see, there was definitely, right. I don't want to knock too much on the last few years, because it's not, it's awkward to talk around. But I do think that for me anyway, and the way I look at things, there was Lee before lockdowns and 3 months into lockdowns thinks very differently to the Lee after that point period. I didn't believe that. I didn't believe there was enough orchestration between governments to do full-on psyops on countries. And I believe that now. I believe that the British government, the US government are fully capable. Whether they get away with it, different story. But I believe they are fully capable to try full psyops on countries now, because of, this is, again, you've got to look at the difference in time period as well, and the exchange of information, how quick it is. God, when we were reading about Roswell in the Weekly World News when we were both younger, what we're doing now was impossible. It was impossible without a major investment from a television company to do the type of thing we're doing right now. So that's, technology's changed things so much. So if I believe now that governments are capable of a complete psyop on countries and organizing it within other nations as well to do the same psyop on their people at the same time, then I believe that in the past, things like Roswell might have been done as even like a psychological operation like that doesn't have to have such a wide-ranging consequences as like what's going on now. It can simply be something as stupid as what would happen, what would the reaction be, what would people do, what could we make people think. And all that homework over the years is we're probably seeing the fruits of it right now.
But do you think it was an alien that crashed in Roswell? Did you ever think that? Did you ever
I used to,
think that?
yeah. I don't believe in aliens anymore. So I don't. It's not that now. I don't.
So
I don't,
now, you're going back to what I said about what you said
I don't
about.
believe there is people that come in physical crafts great distances from I don't believe there's people that come in physical crafts that are what we would look at as a technological evolution of what we already have. That's what I'll say. I think it's too simplistic that somebody's just built a better boat and drove it further. I will believe that we live in some sort of like layered dimensional realm, universe, whatever we want to call it, where we could have things outside of our physical reality that might be able to break through into it, or we might be able to help them get through depending on what buttons we push or what rituals we do. I believe that might be a thing. I believe there might be a more advanced civilization on the planet that we don't know about. I would take that too. But as far as Roswell goes, I just don't believe it was aliens.
But you believe the video is a real flesh and blood object that was cut up on that table. I'm talking about the video from 1995.
Oh, sorry. I thought you just meant Roswell in general.
No. I did mean that, but this is what I'm
don't know.
onto.
It looks good, and it still looks good to this day. I don't trust Ray Santilli in any way, shape, or form. I don't believe the story of the recreation. That's what I don't believe.
Do you know what makes me wonder and has made me like? We've spoke about this a few times, and we spoke to Rich, and I think Rich had not watched it in a while. He said it's not well done. It is fucking well done. It looks amazing. Dave had never seen it. I showed Dave it last week, and he was like, "What the fuck? Why have I not seen this?" Dave's not a UFO guy. I've got hiccups like mad. He's not been into UFOs for a long time.
I think me and Dave are more on the same page.
Yeah, but Dave only got into UFOs. I think he got in touch with me 2 or 3 years ago, and that's when he started to get into UFOs.
Dave got into UFOs when his handler told him that he had to infiltrate this channel.
Yes, that was the one. But there's a weird thing with that UFO autopsy is you can play a real autopsy of a real human being cut up on YouTube and watch it. They've all been taken down on YouTube. The autopsy of that alien has been taken down on YouTube.
I would argue it's because it's more like gore porn or like graphic gore.
Well, no, because the real autopsies
are educational.
So okay, I kind of get you, but at the same time I don't, because I don't get the YouTube.
Well, because first of all, I mean the autopsies are age restricted anyway, aren't they?
Sheila says, "Who's Dave? Can you explain Dave?" Dave's been on the show a few times, Sheila, and me and Leah convinced he works for. He's a good friend of ours, but
yeah, he's the third head on Must See Audio, and he's been on this podcast before, and we joke he has an interesting resume when it comes to what he's done work wise.
He's brought 2 NASA guys on both our shows.
Not allowed to talk about it. He's brought 2 NASA guys on. He's brought us the your man from Skinwalker Ranch. He was integral in the Fire in the Sky guy as well, wasn't he? Somewhere down the line.
You got me Ray Hernandez on.
Yeah. Yeah, good guy. I like.
We love Dave.
Yeah.
But he definitely works for some undercover shit, and he's not telling
definitely.
us.
There's definitely a couple of things
ongoing
that
joke
he hasn't shared with us.
I wonder yeah. So yeah, I honestly think that I don't buy the reason why that alien autopsy is. I think the reason why that alien autopsy might not be on YouTube, I think there's something a bit sinister to that. And I'm not saying it's an alien.
No, I think it's just the same reason that you couldn't put...
I'm saying it's a real thing being cut up, whatever that is.
No, but you couldn't put the like the graphic bits of a Serbian film up on YouTube either. You couldn't clip that and put it up like the bit.
No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. YouTube, I'm warning you now. I'm going to do it.
But see, this is the thing. I think you might be able to get away with it if you do it in an educational way, and that'll put my theory to the test. To be perfectly honest,
because I'll play a bit of a real autopsy,
yeah,
and I'll warn people beforehand and play a bit of that because I don't understand why it's been taken down.
Real autopsy. Just to clarify, I'm not allowed to wank, am I?
No, definitely. After
tough.
Shadow wank.
Is that what you do? Is that what you do when you wank it, but you work for the CIA?
You always knock me off the fucking train of thought every single fucking time, you absolute bastard.
That's the thing. You think Dave's the plan? It's fucking me.
It's
I've been sent in like fucking Loki.
Yeah. So you said on
pop Gustav's last chat message up. It's a good one.
Gustavs Van, this one.
Yeah.
Come on, Lee, help me out here.
Check out the latest Musty Audio podcast show. It's a great conversation.
Oh, you absolute self-promoting son of a twat. No, it is good.
It's also available in video form on Spotify, as these shows are after the fact now. You can watch them on Spotify. Look, I genuinely fucking love Spotify as a podcast platform now. I'm properly sold. I wasn't for ages.
Do you reckon you can get away with more on Spotify?
Absolutely. Like
Joe Rogan's on there for a start.
Me and Dave, I won't say it on this thing. How can I get there? Me and Dave talked about the same thing.
I've started to listen.
Yeah. The same thing that got Alex Jones in bother. We were talking about that the other day, and it uploaded fine to Spotify. For some reason, only episode this has ever happened to me for a podcast of, it uploaded to iTunes, was on iTunes for 20 minutes, and then was taken down. And then 5 minutes later was put back up. It's weird.
Well, so they just decided, I'm going to take
it down. Whizzed it down.
Give it a little finger.
Put it back up.
Put it back up.
I'm interested to see what that does with numbers for that show, because I have a feeling the numbers will be down for that show because it'll pop up, and then if it gets popped up and then popped back down, I think it'll naturally fall underneath the news feed, like your podcast feed. It'll fall underneath the other stuff. So I've unless you're like fully subscribed and you look like you listen to Musty Audio every week, I think it might get buried in amongst your other podcasts. Don't know, just a theory. Also, I've realized Musty Audio isn't on Podbean at the minute. It's still my old RSS link, so I'm trying to get that sorted out. If you're a Podbean listener, if you are and you still want to listen to Musty Audio and you've missed loads of episodes, just change the fucking platform.
You So you said you pissed Rich off last week. I don't think you pissed.
No, I did. I play. I promise. Like you know, I fucking love Rich. He's great. Yeah, no, I'm just playing.
Let's go back to that conversation. So,
and you can't to be perfectly honest, I'm sure anyone that's got a UFO channel, you can't turn around and say, oh,
sorry, Lee. Sorry, quickly. There you go.
Maybe I still think it's good enough. I still think it's just because you're putting a gory film up. That's what it is. Like, it's just it's the same as putting a gory movie up.
So what about games when you're decapitating people in computer games and you play that on YouTube?
I think it's different to using a physical
black and white video,
physical prop. I think that's the thing. The thing there. There is there's a disconnect, and even then, like if you get things that are super gory, you're still going to get age restricted on them, aren't you? And I'm sure there's certain animations, like there's definitely going to be anime stuff, isn't there? That if you tried to pop that up on YouTube, you get banned for it. They would cross lines.
So yeah, last week? Was you on? It was last week's show, wasn't it? So yeah, Rich was in the chat, and you.
Oh no. Sorry, that's quickly just. I'm sorry to butt in again. That was just what I was quickly going to say. Is that I'm sure anyone that's got a UFO channel that hears me going, well, there's no fucking real evidence. They can't be real. You're literally shitting over their whole fucking trade. So I don't mean to do it like that, but I can understand why anyone would get fucked off with it slightly.
Lee, I have you on my alien channel shitting all over aliens.
Yeah, but your alien channel isn't actually an alien channel. I've done my job. As far as my handlers wanted me to do was to come in and fucking completely destabilize alien.
You've destabilized me.
Yeah. You'd have been Joe Rogan
you and Dave.
by now. You'd have been Joe Rogan by now if you hadn't invited me on.
What the fucker? What? I would take. I think I would like the money it costs him to eat a day is my wage.
Probably. Well, I don't know. He hunts his own food. That's probably the cheapest thing about him.
Oh, I saw it. I
take how much he spends on cryo.
I saw an Insta of him having like this thing on a plate that looked like it was worth about $8,000.
It'd be elk, only he hunts his own elk.
But yeah, so you said there was no real evidence of UFOs when it comes to video evidence. And I'll be honest with you, and this might piss my audience off as well. And I wish Richard would drop in to tell me that there is. But there is loads of lights in the sky. There's loads of little balls and there's nothing there's nothing that says that is alien. That is 100% an alien fucking little bastard inside a craft. And that's what we're talking about when we're talking about it. For me,
is it not more grounded to think? And I'm going to channel my fucking inner Mick West here. Is it not more grounded to think that there's just some sort of weather phenomenon we haven't quite worked out that creates lights?
Or something that's been here for a long time? You mean like ball lightning? We've worked out ball light. Well, have we actually worked it out?
No, but like something different, like
God.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Like, see, this is the thing, and this isn't me going like super fucking normie. I still think the fucking world is like incredibly fantastical, and
it's a living object.
I'm still the one. I believe in fucking. I believe in fucking magic more than I believe in aliens. Yeah, that's that, and like literal magic, like the idea of tearing fucking holes between the fabric of the fucking dimensions to allow fucking interdimensional demons through, or that I believe that more than I would believe aliens.
Hollywood advise what Holly thingy? I don't know the word I'm looking for. You mean like Stranger Things?
Yes. maybe not quite like that. You know, it's a fucking dramatized thing. But the reason I believe stuff like that is, there's too many people that have been involved in dark occult stuff that we have fucking records of, like historical records of. You just look at the Nazis during the Second World War. Like, they were sending people out to try and find the Ark of the Covenant. Do you know what I mean? You've got a fucking massive war effort going on.
But Indiana Jones stopped them.
That's almost as crazy as, say, somebody that's like, I don't know, president of the Ukraine having a Netflix show in the middle of a war. That's weird. But yeah, you know, I can't remember a time that a leader of a country dropped a Netflix special in the middle of a war. That is fucking ace. But the thing with the occult stuff is, we've seen it all over the place, even outside the fucking gate, like the doors of CERN. You've got a fucking statue of fucking Shiva, or Shiva, sorry. The Shiva's a cat food, isn't it?
It is shit when my cats can't stand it.
Cat food.
If I give my cats Shiba, my cats just look at me like, honestly, that I've pissed on their fucking cornflakes. I don't give them cornflakes, but you know, they just look at me like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, but yeah, you did mention Shiba cat food.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I don't think they get that in the States.
Like the weird things like that. And I know the video looks set up and stuff like that. And maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but even that fake sacrifice they did outside the doors of CERN, you know, in front of the Shiva statue. You've seen that, yeah?
Yes, I remember watching that.
Yeah.
That was on YouTube. I don't think it's on YouTube anymore.
Probably not. All the other cool stuff isn't. So, hi.
You rang.
he heard his name mentioned. He thought, "That
I saw the signal in the sky. I saw the disc-shaped object near the sun. It's not a lens flare."
But, no,
hold on. I got this on backwards.
Oh, should have left it.
Should have left it.
Yeah.
No, I was hearing dyslexic then. I couldn't do it. It started with a period and then it went back.
Ollie, turn your headphones around. It might help.
Oh,
fuck, I've lost what I was going to say now. Oh, yeah, but yeah. Sorry. No, essentially, I was just saying.
I just noticed it.
There's so much, there's so many things going on, like, through history of people being so bang on with the occult stuff. I just don't believe that people would have continued to practice this stuff if they weren't getting something back out of it.
See, the alien abductions is what keeps me coming back.
See, yeah, like that sort of stuff as well, because I think that slips in nicely with what I think is going on as well. I think that could quite easily be not aliens doing that thing and some sort of fucking, like, for want of better words, demonic force.
Mm. Well, that's what Lou Elizondo was told. Mm-hmm. They're demons, Lou. Season 1, episode 4 of Unidentified. Those last 6 minutes are unbelievable.
Yeah.
We're not going to give you that information, Lou. You know why? Why? Because they're demons, Lou. Once we open that Pandora's box, we can't close it. That's the problem. That's why they can't let even a secret out of this. Mm-hmm. Nobody can know. And they have to give us disinformation and people that, like a Doty or maybe now Lou, giving us wrong information or information that's irrelevant to UFOs, but we think it is.
Do you ever wonder if it's because maybe the truth, you know, we always think it's like that it's arrogant of like authority figures to go, they couldn't handle this.
Yeah.
Maybe we couldn't.
Apparently they're wearing space suits, so that's not the actual things that we're seeing.
Who's wearing space suits?
The Greys. How else would they be if they're on Earth? I don't think they could breathe unless they were from the Earth. They would be able to breathe this easily. You know, you would have to come from a planet to not wear a space suit on Earth that would have the same exact chemical makeup.
Unless
Exactly.
if let's go out there, unless the bullshit film that is Fire in the Sky, where you see all these alien gray suits, the gray suit that is also in the Communion.
Yeah.
It has a mask. Maybe that is the suit.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. It's a skin tight, thin suit, millimeters thick, but they get all, water, who knows, air. I'm just thinking if they're that advanced, they got that type of shit. I'm thinking maybe they are advanced. Maybe they're not smart, like common sense wise. Maybe they do stupid shit. That's why they crash into the earth. What is that, a mountain? I don't know. Boom. It's over,
Is that a friend?
So
what do you mean, the mountain itself?
Yeah, is that a friend? Yeah. Let's make friends with that.
So, Rich, Lee said in the chat, you said you and Lee were talking in the chat the other day, and you had a disagreement on Lee saying that there is no evidence of UFOs when it comes to them being aliens.
No, he said something. There is evidence.
No, I said there's not. I said
well,
there's no, there's no
either
evidence
way,
for physical crafts.
Either way, you don't know. You don't know. How do you know to make that statement? That was my point. I say you can't make that statement.
No, but I meant it's in what we have in front of us, what we know, like the evidence that we have at our disposal. There's no evidence that they're physical craft. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I may have misheard you, but whatever. I wasn't mad.
Oh no,
I'm not saying you're mad. No, I know. Mad.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying you're mad. I'm saying.
Ollie hasn't started an argument between people for a while.
That's true. It's been a month.
You know my thing.
I'm not in that type of mood. I just got some great stuff. Anyway, no, it was just people thought we were arguing or something. And
I knew it was not.
It's funny. I had a guy on my show last night. I interviewed him.
He was amazing. I've just finished watching the whole thing.
I didn't know what this guy was going to say or do. And I like that. I don't do a pre-interview thing. So he's talking and people are like, why is Rich being so nice to this guy? And I'm like, I'm always nice. I mean, I guess everybody's just expecting me to be a dick every time I say something. So I get that. I get it. But, it's funny to be the guy that everybody thinks you're being mean. Every single thing you say, he's got to be an asshole. Why isn't he ripping this guy apart and calling him a fake?
Because the guy believes what he's saying.
He believes what he's saying. He's an Anjali part 2, the male version. Not even close. But he was a nice guy.
But maybe he's getting those dreams.
Hundreds?
Maybe. Okay. If you think,
maybe he is. That's why
How many times have you had a dream?
I'm sorry?
How many times have you had a dream?
Have I had a dream?
Yeah. How many times in your lifetime?
You mean the same dream?
I mean, he's about the same age as you, or is he younger?
45.
Okay, so he's 2 years older than me. 3 years.
Couple.
Yeah. So, how many dreams have you had in your lifetime?
I don't know. I would have to say every year I remember about a dozen. So maybe 200, 300.
You'd have thousands.
Of course. I've had thousands, yeah.
Yeah. So hundreds is not a big deal, but the fact that he remembers hundreds is.
Yeah. Yes, that's a good way to put that.
That's the big deal. That he remembers hundreds. Now, maybe he does. Maybe that's something else. Maybe, to me, and some people might think a guess that sounds so, but he had no idea what he was telling you. And I mean that if he watches this, I mean that in the nicest possible way. He said, I don't know, Rich, I've got no idea. He told you like it was. He sounded like he believed what he was telling you. And it sounded like, to me, what you would almost like as a form of torture, like over and over again, he has this belief. I've had people on my show before that I think, what the fuck have I just listened to? And then I've watched it back and I thought, the guy or the girl or whatever believes what they're saying. So who am I to say they're full of shit? Because to come on a show and do that and just think, you know what, I'm going to go on this show. And at first I thought it was trolling you. And I said this to you, Rich.
I did too. Yeah.
I thought he was going to like pull his dick out at one point or something like that. But the guy believes what he's saying to you. So do I think he's right? No. Do I think he knows how to make an alien craft? 100% no.
But that was my reason for having him on, because he said, I have the blueprints to build a UFO and I want to tell everybody about it. And then I bring him on and I say, well, tell me about this UFO you can build. Well, I need scientists and,
Yeah, I think what he's saying is that he knows what a UFO looks like and he would like to describe it to somebody who knows about how to build something.
If he would have said that, yeah, I would have understood it that way.
It would have been so funny. It would have been so funny if you'd said no to him. And then, like, literally 2 days later, like, Stephen Cambion has, like, the first UFO unboxing on
my God,
on YouTube.
Who's Stephen Cambion?
Have you two still got beef?
Who? Wait, me?
You and Steve.
I have no idea who the guy is. That's why I was just asking who you're talking about.
Here we go. I can't stand this sort of stuff. I don't know who he is.
I don't know. I know a Scambian. Is that who you mean? I don't know.
Well, you can ask him anyway because he's on right now. Just 1 second.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
You can bring any of your girlfriends on.
Motherfucker on.
I like throwing white trash outside. But I don't know who you're talking about.
I think you'd work well together.
I don't care anymore.
No, you don't.
That ship has sailed. It can never be brought back into the harbor. That's how bad it is. And for me, I have to move on and have.
You've both laid off each other recently.
No. He's laid off. I've never been laying on anybody. See, I always respond to what he does. I'm not the aggressor here. Never have been.
Who drank water like that? Was it Donald Trump who did that?
No, Donald Trump was two-hand water drinking. It was Mark Zuckerberg you're thinking of in weird water drinking history.
Oh, when they show like he's doing that weird tilt with the water bottle? That one?
Do you know what the funny thing was there? Like, of course he looked fucking nervous. You know, he was being held up in court by the US government at the time, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. He must have smoked a little too.
Right, Rich, now we've got you. Can you, and Stu was meant to be coming on and telling us about this because I've been working all week and I've seen little clips about what's going on with Corey Good. Have you been paying any attention to that shit?
Sadly, I haven't. I meant to. And then I have been doing a lot of stuff with family the last 2 days. So no, I just know that this is a great thing to watch. And I played some of it on my show. It was fantastic.
Well, I got it.
Who's suing who? That's what I want to know. Like, who's getting sued?
Is Gaia suing him or is he suing Gaia?
That's what I think it is.
He's suing Gaia.
I think so.
Because that's what I got from it. So they've used his story like it's a documentary. They've made money. He's upset about it. So now he's trying to say, well, no, that did happen to me, but the story's my creation. Is that it? Yeah,
that's exactly it. That's what I heard. Yeah.
So before the show, me and Lee were watching a bit of the thing, so I'm going to play a little bit of it now to a bit that I actually thought, oh, this is a little bit, what is it I say about my nipples? They get really fucking aroused. My nipples got aroused.
He must have been so upset to be pulled away from Michael Jackson Con to go to this.
I don't.
You will get it.
Wait till you see him.
Oh no. Okay. I love this shit.
I gotta get him on the show. I've got to get him on the show, and nobody tell him that we've said anything about him. And I'm going to say to him, "Listen,
You're
mate,
new to the internet.
Yeah.
listen, come on, Alien
Is
Addict.
the
I'm
volume
all
up on
about
that?
you."
They
I
brought
think
him
the
in
volume's low.
as the
Yep.
actor that repeated
All
my
the way.
testimony.
Get that up there.
Shows your Jacko hand.
It's coming. Listen to this bit. Me and Lee were just listening.
Almost word for word.
He asked him about the
Very, very
secret
close.
space program.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever go to space?
Did I ever go to space?
Yes.
In my physical body,
Yes.
I don't believe so. But I travel astrally, and I travel out to outer space, and
Wait a minute. Astrally. But I thought he was in a.
He has just had
Are
his
you
bum
willing
all
on your
smashed.
Light Warrior Legal Fund to list all your donations?
sure, I will be happy to make them available if it's legal. If it's a part of the
Will you
legal.
list them by date,
Well, yeah, I don't.
Look at the
Yeah,
glove.
the glove.
Probably
I
be.
forgot.
just for accountability?
Look at him shaking. Nope. Michael Jackson's under the desk.
You did a TV show with David
I'm
Wilcox, right?
Yes, cosmic disclosure.
Yep. And then afterwards with Emery Smith, right?
We did a couple, like maybe 1 or 2 episodes together, and
Really
then
bendy
Emery
fingers.
Smith took over the show from David and I after
He is bendy.
all the fiasco.
God, how
Right.
do you
And
bend
didn't
How
you
does he
at
do
one
that?
point begin
It's
running
like it's
out
rubber.
of material,
It
and
is.
so David
He's fake.
Wilcox was creating material, and Jay Widener said that it was just no longer credible?
Mm,
Oh right.
no,
Was there an objection? Yes.
no, I never ran out of material. If you look, I've produced material ever since then.
He's produced it.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
problems weren't that we were running out of material. The problems were the way we were being treated by Jay Widener.
I'd just like to point out that he said
And
he's
for them to
produced
continue the show
material
without you was
every
not okay.
since
Why?
then.
Yes, he
the
did mess that
show
up. Yep.
was, like I said, based on my IP, and the whole storyline is based on my IP. They decided that they were going to fire me and hire someone on to carry on my
What's he doing?
intellectual property, which made them over $300
He's
million.
just flicking papers out
while
of
I was there.
nervousness.
Made who 300 million?
Gaia,
So you're saying they received 300 million?
their stock
That's bullshit.
When,
He said the
our
stock's
show
worth 300
started.
million.
Yeah.
caused their stock went up.
That's like me appearing on fucking Alien Addict and saying everything you've earned up to this point is now because I've been on your show.
Right.
I'll be honest
fair, it's
with
probably
you.
true.
If Gaia is worth this sort of money, fuck it, I'm going.
It might be stock wise. He said.
Yeah, I'm sure Gaia is a
Really?
platform. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's
Are we
a paid
that
platform,
crazy?
isn't it?
Are we that crazy?
That's not. I think it's probably worth more than that. I think
Yeah.
that's a good number.
My God.
Guy is
Don't
big.
forget that they're running conspiracy Netflix. There's no other service like Gaia.
No, you're right. I
And
still haven't.
I have nothing bad. Everything that they produce I think is top notch.
I
It is.
would love the
like for a
opportunity.
month.
I'd love the opportunity to work with them.
Yeah, I've dipped in for like a month now and again.
I'm
But
not
I
a
still-
member. Are you a member, Lee?
Yeah, I've joined for like a month and then cancelled it like Netflix and
Okay.
then joined again now and again.
Did you enjoy it?
Everything's kind of a bit woolly and woo woo for me.
Yeah,
But
that's what Guy is. Yeah.
Yeah,
But Corey Good and David Wilcock are the foundation of Gaia. That's the truth. So I don't blame him for doing what he's doing if they're taking his proprietary story that he has invented. Whatever mess up he said,
Mhm.
that's his.
but
And
but that's the problem though, isn't it? That's if he's because he sold that. The whole reason
Right.
he could sell it
I
is
got
because
you.
it's a factual event, isn't it? So what is it? Is it have you invented a story that you can have copyright to make it your IP, or is it a historical event which is essentially open to anyone to talk about?
Mm.
So I got offered to move my platform not to Gaia, but to Forbidden Knowledge TV. Billy Carlson's TV thing.
No way.
Yes, this was about 2 years ago.
How come you didn't do it?
I said I'll be honest with you. I said I'm open to discussions, but I'm not willing to. I did say I'm not willing to talk about anything that I don't believe in.
I need to talk to you later on. Actually, I have a very important message to send you.
Okay.
It's very, very important to your channel too. And yeah, matter of fact, I'm going to send you the message now. So
right,
you
okay.
can,
Well, you
just
only
so you know.
speak then. While I look because I need to read.
Up.
Okay.
Their market cap was like
Do we get paid
68,000,
extra for this?
68 million, and it went up to over 350 million or 300 and something million during the peak of our show. And then when we left, they dived, and right now they've lost about $350 million since we left.
Fuck you. Are you fuck worth $350 million, you cunt?
Very lucrative IP. That's why everyone wants it.
Okay.
If
So
it
why
was that
aren't you selling
lucrative,
it
he'd
now
have
and making
paid
a
a
lot of
decent
money? Why do you
artist
need
for the cover.
donations?
So for the legal fund,
Yeah.
I'm allowing the community to be a part of helping me pay for the legal fees, which have been hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars.
But if it's $1 billion IP and you can make millions of dollars, why do you need nickel and dime to pay an attorney?
I mean, will you give me $1 billion for this?
Never.
Well, then what's your question again?
So why do you need donations if you're able to sell your IP for almost $1 billion?
I didn't say I could sell my IP for $1 billion.
What can you sell it for?
I don't know. I haven't tried. But what I'm telling you is that
You haven't tried
the
to
video. I haven't tried to
monetize it?
sell my. Why would I sell my IP?
Why don't you try to at least license it or get royalties or somehow monetize
We
it?
are doing that right now.
Okay.
He loves his book.
I am doing that.
But you
And
haven't done it for years?
I hadn't been able to because of all the damage that they had created. Anytime I would try to pitch something or they
Moody
had created
Mongol
such a stigma,
just said,
no one would
I
even
have a
talk to
pet
me.
theory
But
about
aren't you able to-
Corey Goodhead. Judging by his hair, he's the untalented, ugly younger brother of Michael Hutchinson. Like it.
Michael Hutchinson? Hutchison?
Yeah.
You mean the
man that wanked
Hutchison
himself
effect?
to death with a rope around him? No, he was.
Oh.
He was. What band was he in? He was in a band. Forgot the band. Was he going out with Kylie Minogue? It was someone like that. Anyway, not a UFO guy. It was just funny.
Got it, Rich. Cheers.
Did you know that?
Yes, I did. And
Okay.
there is a reason.
Okay.
There's a reason.
Good.
Good.
I didn't know.
There's a good reason, and you probably should do the same.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that. I'm interested.
Yeah.
Cryptic.
Yeah. It's just about aliens when they come into your bed every now and again. They just let them in.
Sometimes it's your uncle.
Look at that! Is a great pause that we've got. That hee hee.
Oh yeah.
Shimon, motherfucker.
It is the Thriller.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! I love Michael Jackson. That guy ever gets.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Yeah, he's not a paedophile.
Paula Yates. Thank you.
He's a paedophile.
No, was married to Michael Hutchinson.
They're all
Sorry.
pedophiles now. They don't, you know, they're all.
And the band was In Excess. Everybody in the chat has helped me out. Thank you.
Oh, in excess. Do
Yeah.
do. Is that do.
Yeah.
Tune. So we were talking about AI earlier. Got to show you boys this. So Sheila Aliens has just made from literally this show an AI of me. I mean, that's crazy. Where is it? Stop. I've got to show this. It's insane. She just copied me on YouTube.
Insane and well creepy.
She said in the chat, said, I'm going to make an AI to show you how easy it is to do.
Stop pretending the things that come out of my mouth actually mean things and they're not just there to be funny.
I'm not.
Thank
pretending.
you for saying that. I understand that. It's either you're funny. For me, it's either you're being a dick or you're trying to be funny. I can never just be normal.
Well,
I've lost the fucking YouTube.
That's why you have to use emojis all the time now and LOL or ha ha.
Oh, I know.
If you don't, then well, I'm like, I was joking. You didn't put LOL, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You didn't put that either.
You have to in text. You have to
do that.
Yeah, I'm getting better.
Emojis are modern day hieroglyphs. I'm convinced that eventually we will get rid of letters and just use emojis.
You might be right, man. No, you might be.
I seem to have lost my Twitter. My Twitter's gone missing.
Let's talk about it.
Have you been bumped off Twitter?
It could have happened.
No, I'm not you, Lee. Oh, that was Rich, wasn't it? It was Rich. Rich got bumped off Twitter.
No,
I may get it back though.
How I've never lost my Twitter? I have no fucking idea.
I don't know how you still have Twitter.
No.
I don't know how I lost. I shouldn't have lost mine for telling some person they should throw themselves in a trash can with their outfit just because it was a trans person.
Got it. Here we go.
What if that person wanted to live in a garbage can?
Is that were you pulled up on a transgression?
That's good. Yes. That's very funny, actually. Nice.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I know. It's a good one. I got it.
That is cool. Look at that.
Whoa. That is wild, man.
Why are you tuning your wire?
I think it's this. I pulled that down, didn't I? If you remember.
Oh, it's your mouthpiece.
Ah.
I pulled.
Why is it giving you sick tats? You're not cool enough to have a sleeve.
It's probably looked at you, Lee, because you got the tats.
I've got a jumper on.
Oh,
the
maybe
hat's fantastic. I want the hat.
I should get tattoos.
Everyone should get tattoos. Everyone's cool with tattoos.
I am scared. I'm not about. I don't know. About
you need to work on that haircut.
Yeah,
my hair's really short. I'm liking the beard on that one.
Well, that's the fucking 4 o'clock in the morning on 4chan, isn't it?
That's a Florida picture right there. Looks like you're from Florida.
That one, I'm about that one.
That's cool.
My hair's not ginger, it's just the beard. Like my hair is brown.
Well,
really dark brown actually.
It's nice to have the carpet match the drapes.
But I need to get a hat
guys.
like that I can pull my hair through the hat. Like that's done.
It's weird. It's give you like an Apple Mac. I've
got a Mac here.
No, but I'm surprised. I'm surprised because I'm surprised it's like it's branded something. Do you know what I mean?
That's funny. Yeah. It could have done.
What is the title of though?
It looks like swirls. Random swirly sleeve.
Yeah, that one looks like a bull tiger or snake or something. I don't know.
You've even got arm hair. You know, if you look, you can see there's like a little, really faint, like it's raised up. That's really cool.
Well, I'm a hairy man. I've got arm hair.
Yes, I have a little.
Well, when it gets so good, you can just make what you want. Do you know what I mean? Like when it gets so good that AI can understand what you're trying to tell it. So at what point does that mean that everybody can create art because their thoughts can be created
Or you force get put into AI?
No. I don't mean as in like plug yourself into the matrix. But if I was to sort of explain in detail the picture I wanted to paint, and then it could understand and interpret my words so perfectly, it could interpret my thoughts that I want to put on a page. Then you've got art without the need for talent, just the need for imagination. Then music will be the next one. And then what happens if you could turn around to your AI television, sit down and say, I want to watch a documentary about Bigfoot being chased by Jason Statham that wants to kidnap him to keep in a zoo where he's got all the other cryptids on the world.
That's a fucking great film right there.
And then it just whizzes you up an AI film, and you sit there with your popcorn and you watch Jason run around after your Sasquatch for 2 hours.
What if Avatar: Way of the Water is actually
shit?
Just an AI project?
No, it's unfortunately a very real project by a man that thinks Avatar is a lot better than it actually is.
I didn't mind Avatar 1.
No, nobody minded it.
I'm taking my little boy to see Avatar: Way of the Water on Tuesday.
No, but it's got to be the highest grossing film of all time to break even.
Yeah.
That's not ideal.
It's gonna do like a ridiculous number in its first week though.
It hasn't though, I don't think.
Rich, you're on mute. Rich, you're on mute. Yeah. No, I'm on mute. Yeah, no, I am.
No, nobody hears me. I said it's going to break records. That's what it's going to do. Yeah.
You've already booked your ticket, haven't you, Rich?
Yeah. I've already seen it. I astral planed it. See how stupid that sounds? Come on.
Did you go to watch it or with your physical body?
No. I imagined it in my head, and it was great.
Do you know what I really wanted you to do last night?
My sex life.
I really wanted you to say, what am I holding right now?
To the guy?
The guy.
Wait, what? Last night?
He said he could astral.
Oh, right. I'm surprised I didn't do that. You're right.
He said he could remote view.
Yeah. He's really good at it. Yeah.
So what am I holding right now?
What are you holding right now?
Actually, yeah, go on then.
Now you're holding it. Are you holding it or did you put it back
down?
No,
I've just picked him now. Just to see if you could do it.
Oh, me?
You stupid.
Are you holding it now?
It's your
I'm holding it now.
It's your alien clay head.
That's what I was going to say too. But it isn't. It wasn't.
Yay!
But that wasn't it.
No.
Oh.
I would, if I keep seeing a cup in your hand, so I don't know if that's right or whatever.
It's close. It's a bottle opener.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That's right. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great if you got someone on that was like astral projector. That was a remote viewer. I say, well, can you tell me where this place is? No. I just know you've got a Samsung television. I'm a remote viewer. I can see your television remote. That's all I can do.
Your television remote? Because it says Samsung on it.
No, yeah. So he's a remote viewer.
That's very clever. See? We need you here, man.
I know.
It's not the same.
In my head.
It's not easy.
Are you going to be... I know how it's getting guests on when it comes to telling a story. And sometimes the audience never understand this. You have to stay. I had Ronnie Dawson on, and I want to get him back on actually. No, because I never got him to finish his sex story.
Is that guys having sex with the cat?
Yeah, he needed to finish.
Fucking Chitara.
I'm gonna get him back on.
Finish, yeah.
Yeah. So You know what my favorite thing was about Third Phase of Moon?
Me?
No, back in the day.
Yeah.
It was dark
because it was new.
Hair.
No, my favorite thing was the guests that they would come on and tell a story.
True.
And I missed that because I think they had some of the best people on, whether they were crazy or not. But Blake stayed professional throughout the entire time and listened to the story, and it was entertaining.
People
So-
don't see the importance of listening to bullshit. There's an importance to listening to bullshit.
Yeah, but every so
you-
often you're gonna get a
but more
a good
Good
importantly,
storyteller, yeah.
yeah, of course. But more important than that, you can listen to something and like, let's go for Ollie's fucking guest that I had on, the flat Earth guy, 007. Like he was fucking an idiot, and I like the whole interview with him. Like I don't know what the guy's plan was. He didn't
like him.
believe in anything. And no, I don't dislike him because I don't know him, but he doesn't believe in anything. I think he saw an angle to make a YouTube channel, and he thought he could use that angle to become a YouTuber. And most people like listen to the podcast I did with him and went away from that going, well, that guy's a fucking idiot. And so that
he's high. He's very high.
No, but you gained something from it because you knew that if you saw him ever again, you go, right, well, I just don't listen to that guy. That's not a thing I need to do anymore. So that you even if you leave something going that wasn't real, you've still learned something. You've learned that guy's full of shit.
And you heard somebody try to get one by you. It's interesting. It's fun. I like it. I like to learn how people lie.
It's the same thing with like this whole like misinformation's a big thing now, isn't it? And I think misinformation should be important because misinformation should back up facts.
You're not confusing it with disinformation, are you?
Same thing. No. Oh no. I'm confusing. No, not disinformation. It's different. But like this whole idea of misinformation being promoted, where you've got social media platforms that want to dispel misinformation, which is essentially just information that they're not quite happy with being out. But if your facts are strong enough, then disinformation should essentially just prove them in the long run.
I'm going to ask you guys something. Why do you think we've had this massive slowdown off mainstream media now? Because it was almost every day for 2 years. I think I have an answer, but I want to hear what you guys think because I'm not sure. But because, everybody was talking about the threat and everything for a long time. And then now we don't.
I don't know whether
job's been done
to get it put into the vernacular.
It was to get that office, I think, to get the Arrow
the job
office.
has been done.
You said that ages ago that it was for funding to get funding for different projects, so you could funnel stuff away. Very possibly.
And they had to do it before the election,
mm-hmm.
the midterms.
The media side of it, I think you could probably argue that, especially during lockdowns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was a nice story because you've got a 24-hour news cycle to fill. So,
that's true. I didn't think of that.
What's better than flying saucers?
The best. Everybody loves it. That's why I'm saying, why don't they put them more on the TV and the news? I'm not saying the TV shows. I'm saying mainstream media shit.
Yeah.
They should reach out to the public.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how that'll go.
You wouldn't.
You get Corey Good and David Wilcock.
You get Corey Good and Wilcock, and but they see that they don't want to. They want to treat it as a sideshow. I think that's the thing.
You're right. Yeah.
Is this what, Rich? Is this happening next year? More shows with people, because I agree. And what Lee just said there about like these shows will just always have the fucking same people on over and over again. The difference between me and you is we have real people on. Sometimes you'll get somebody who's had sex with the cat, but sometimes you'll get somebody who knows people in the business, that has spoke to people in the business, that has had subtle things happen to them. I've had guests on my show. Lee's had guests on his show. you've had guests on your show to be there's guests that we fucking believe. There's guests that we think, who knows? And there's guests that think this guy's full of shit.
Yeah.
Or girl, whatever. Yeah. That's what comes with this fucking business. But what is the
That's
big
what's fun about it all as well.
That's what's
Yeah.
fun about it, Lee. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what the big difference is between the news companies or the companies that have got an agenda is that they will just pick and choose what comes on, or it'll get arranged. That's the difference.
Yeah, I know. I
With
don't like
us,
that, though.
with us, it's off the cuff, so you don't know what you're gonna get.
It's because there's no money involved. Like real money.
Yeah.
Even no, but even like professional YouTubers that are doing this for a living. And don't get me wrong, everyone's got to pay the bills and stuff like that. But it's not like there's not big money and big sponsors that are involved. And
My
that's the
channel
thing,
makes enough to
sponsors.
pay StreamYard, and it makes enough to pay
Musty
the editing
Audio pays
software.
enough to
That's
make
it.
itself work.
I do
Speaking of
one show a week.
Yeah. Speaking of podcasters, did you see Lou Angeles came back?
Yes, yeah, Lou Reviews.
Yeah.
He should have never changed that name.
What a big mistake. Yeah.
What, he's changed it from the celebrity UFO?
Yeah,
He
he should've
removed
kept-
every video, everything from Ufology, kept the 12,500 subscribers.
Isn't that fucking interesting?
I'd
He had eight
love
people at
to
his
know
show
what
the other
happened
night.
there.
That's
8 people.
interesting, though. It's so interesting.
Yeah, he's doing
Why
something.
do that?
He's coming
Why
back.
do that? Why do that? Think about it.
I did.
There's something very odd there.
I
He's been
know.
told to stop something. I
Yeah,
genuinely
he was.
believe
I think
that.
you're right.
Yeah.
And I
I,
think
I,
I think the whole thing was an act to make it look like he was mad at everybody. He was forced out.
something's really gone off there, I think.
I don't know.
No,
I
no,
think he
100,
just
100.
had enough.
Hey, Lou, I
Why would you
spoke to-
delete
I-
everything? You just leave it up and you wouldn't touch it
Rich,
again.
before he came on the... Yeah,
Let it collect the ad revenue.
I don't know, man.
so before Rich came,
weird.
and I'm not saying that Lou couldn't do a good... And I will watch Lou reviews because I like gaming. He did a show about the new Fallen Order chuffing Star Wars game. I'm into that shit. I'll watch Lou reviews, but you can't change a UFO. If I was gonna start a game channel now, yeah, I wouldn't change Alien Addict into a gaming channel.
No.
That never works. It never works because that's not your audience.
I fucked my TikTok by doing that.
Yeah, there's something. I don't think Lou's that stupid to do that.
Mhm.
I think,
Let's face it.
I
right?
think he is.
No, but
I
let's
don't-
face it.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's-
As far
Ah.
as anyone, and
Something's going on there.
I mean anyone, like including Third Phase.
He's
and Moon Dunes.
nobody.
No,
Yeah.
listen, hang on.
Yeah, I'm
Like
listening.
including like Third Phase doing stuff with Greer and stuff. He had the most fucking bizarre experience that most people that are involved in any field has had. He was working away, and Lou Elizondo comes in
It's his restaurant.
to his restaurant to speak
Yeah.
to him.
Yeah.
He went from being a table boy to Fox Mulder in 20 seconds. Like that would be crazy. You went from having a normal day at work to living in a fucking sci-fi film.
If you believe that story, that's how.
If I believe that, but I the only reason I believe that story is because he's had him on. Look at the. I mean, even
why would you not believe that story unless he's
even your
working
man-
with Lou?
Oh, but even your man, the billionaire guy that
don't
owns
trust him.
Skinwalker Ranch now. What's his name?
Zieg Fugel?
Brandon
Fugel?
Brandon Fugel, yeah. I mean, that was such a weird get for an interview. That guy doesn't do podcasts and YouTube channels and stuff like that. He's got involved. He's probably got as deep into this field as anybody has got that's involved in it.
Lou Angeles?
Yes,
Nah, not even
Yeah.
close.
of course he has.
Yeah. Why do you
He got
think
he
that?
got involved with the most important people right now.
So did Third Phase of Moon. They were inside. Then nothing special's going on. They know Lou Elizondo's manager.
No, I
They
know
talked
what
a
Lee's
lot of
saying.
shit.
There's something different
Lou
about
Elizondo is
Lou.
more important than Stephen Greer.
Okay, if you say so.
No, I think what Lee's touching on there is right. Lou Evangeles, is it Evangeles?
Yeah,
That's how you pronounce it. Yeah,
It's Lou Jimenez is his real name.
right. So Lou Jimenez, he whether people hate him or love him, I don't care. Something happened on that channel, and it attracted the names. You know, it attracted.
No, it was Lou Elizondo. That's all it is.
that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's Lou or not. It still happened.
It was. I know it happened.
But
so
you've
why
got
would
to
you
think
delete
about
it?
what.
It could have happened to you. It could have happened to me. It's just luck.
No,
Oh, yeah,
but
no,
why? Why? What?
Why what?
It
Why
wasn't
is
luck.
Why just? Why? If I had that right now, what he was sat on with his team, with Rava and Jane,
Yeah.
why would you go? You know what? I've had enough of this. I can't be asked with the bullshit. I'm getting a load of Patreons in. I'm getting this. You know, I'm making buck.
He wasn't making
And-
a lot. 800 a month, and
800. If I was making 800 a month, I'd probably give up my day job and
why do you
concentrate on Alien Addicts.
why do you think
I
I
would.
did this full time? I mean,
Yeah, but why? So I think something. I think Lee's right. Something. I don't think there's bullshit there. I think something happened.
It doesn't
And
have to be all crazy and covert,
I
but it definitely
know.
had something to do with
Something
these people.
happened, and to stop him doing that, and to turn that channel and just
Yeah,
Lou reviews.
it's his personality. He got
No, but that
frustrated
doesn't
because
make
nobody
sense.
followed him over for the Home Alone, and that started this downward
believe that.
trend. Well, the home thing was a fail. I couldn't believe nobody was there. I'm like, wow, last year they had triple this amount of people.
Well, Lou, if you see this clip right now, if you did that over that, then you are one stupid motherfucker.
No. That's when it started, I think. His frustration with the field and that he wasn't getting the support that he thought people promised him, which is something I can relate to. I understand it being in this almost 20 years. You're going to meet all sorts of people that make promises they can't keep. I think you're right. He got involved with Lou, and then Lou became the negative. Maybe there were some threats. I don't know.
If you had, like, because
But-
you've got two channels now, haven't you? You've got your separate YouTube
Me?
channel as well. Yeah.
Well, I'm
I bet
only
you're
using
doing it.
one. I can only
Yeah.
do one. Yeah. But I have
But I think if you were to suddenly decide you wanted to do something else, you'd had enough of UFOs, you'd start a new channel, you would promote it on GUFON to get people to go over to it, and then you would just leave GUFON. It doesn't matter, even if you never posted on it again, because even if it made what, 50 or 60 bucks a month, why not have that
Yeah,
advert
it's free
revenue come
money.
in?
Yeah.
Now, you've got interviews with Brandon Fugel and Luis Elizondo on there. That's worth leaving up just for the people
And
Googling
everybody
those
else in the
names.
field. Yeah, it is very strange.
So have all the videos gone?
They're all gone. I
couldn't see them. Has he
wild.
deleted them, or has he made them just unlisted or private?
Nope.
If they were,
I hope
They're
he's kept
gone.
them.
There's
No,
not a.
I hope he's kept them.
Of course, he probably did.
Mm.
How could you not? That channel had the everybody on it, the best people in the field.
but is there a way to see if he's made them private?
Only if they were made private. I think he deleted them all, saved them, and deleted everything.
Well, they're not unlisted because if you like a UFO video or any YouTube video, and I like a lot of UFO videos. Yeah, they save and they don't disappear.
Right.
So if you like an unlisted video, you keep it.
Yep.
If a private video, it comes out of your thing, and I have none of his videos. So it's just fucking odd.
Yeah. I just think
so no matter. So whether You don't get
Dark
what
Sky Files did just say we can check, so there must be a way of checking it.
There is. Maybe you can go into the Wayback Machine and find out. I'm not sure, but if anybody can find out, he could. He can find out. I have faith in him and some other people. Huh?
It's odd.
It is, but it isn't. Just the only reason I say that, well, I don't know. Maybe he burnt all the bridges on the way out because he knew he wasn't coming back to the field. And maybe he was forced out. But why? Why would they force him out and make him remove everything? That doesn't make sense.
Maybe what was planned didn't work.
But still, you leave the channel up with the history.
No.
involved.
That's what I mean. That's
Yeah.
So that's he's been told to take that down.
Yeah. Probably.
I don't. It's not his choice. I mean, you look at Lou. Like that's a dangerous guy. That guy.
Fuck him. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
No, seriously, he's got to live by the law.
Guy.
He's dangerous to who? Me? You?
Yeah, I think so.
Why? Because he knows people that can do shit surreptitiously and come over here in the middle of the night and kill us.
He's not dangerous to people because I don't think we're important enough. But
we're not.
I think if you were somebody that became important enough, I think he was. Yeah. He's the type of person that could un you from being alive. I think.
You know what? You can do that for $500 nowadays. You can get anybody to end anybody.
You can.
And if he wants to do that, I beg for him to come over and do it himself. That's what I want. Come on, Lou.
I tell you what, I bet he's done it. I bet he's done some bad things to some people.
I don't think so. I think he's done bad things to himself.
I think he's just doing a job. I don't think he's not. I don't think he's a UFO person.
That's it.
He's essentially being the real American about it. I think he's doing what he's told is best for his country. That's what he is as a US military guy. He's been given an order, and he's like, "Sir,
you know what? You got to respect that."
Mm-hmm.
I respect him for that. If he's just doing what he's told, then good. Then it's for the better of the country. Let's hope.
It's like what we said before. Maybe it is too much. Maybe it's too much for us to know.
It is. I guarantee it is. If it's a real thing. The thing is, he didn't know what he was getting into. The community. Once he was gone from TTSA and he was free to roam and go do all these podcasts, that's when he's changed. His attitude changed, and that's what made me get really upset with him saying the things he did.
Imagine, right? Like the demon thing. We talk about how.
Imagine if it's real.
Yeah, but so imagine we often turn around and say, "Oh well, if we had an Independence Day moment, it would destroy religion." The religious people would go crazy, and then what would happen? Like, all of a sudden, we're not special. Instead of that, imagine what would happen if someone was to come out and instead of the press, the president coming out and giving a briefing about how we're being visited by extraterrestrials, imagine he came out and said, "Yeah, well, it's not extraterrestrials, but the idea of a biblical hell is real, and that also brings weight to your actions." So, the whole thing of an afterlife of going to heaven and going to hell, that's true. If you've done something bad, then you are going to eternal damnation. And alien abductions are essentially us being pestered by demonic interdimensional creatures. That would cause more chaos than 1 million UFOs.
Hell yeah, it would.
There's a reason why Rich has that table behind his background. Oh
yeah, I forgot I put that up. Yeah, I'm so used to it. There's Lou right behind us all.
Did you guys see the tweet that Mick West did the other day?
Depends.
The one with is it the missile? This one. You see this?
No. Huh.
I
Can you
saw
send
this
that
the
to
other
me?
day. I saw Mick West ask some questions about it. I
Oh,
never really
no.
knew what the thing was.
Oh yes, yeah, I played this. Yeah.
Didn't Mick say it was
It's a missile.
Yeah, it was a missile, unfilled warhead or something like that.
Yeah, I looked
there's
it
a
up
missile
and
without a
everything,
warhead.
and yeah, I found some videos that verify this is real. So, not of this, but of other missiles.
Mm-hmm.
They're called NM or something having to do with, I don't
Looks
know.
like a Tic Tac, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
It looks just like a Tic Tac, don't it?
In fact, that's clearly that's a better pitch. That's a better video of a UFO than the gimbal.
Right?
Imagine we were given that, and
Oh.
Lou said, "That's a flying saucer. Have at it."
Wouldn't that just make your day?
Yes, it would.
Why can't we be? See, I want to think they're lying to us now. I don't see any exhaust coming out of it.
Yeah.
There's no plume of color, nothing. So how is it flying if I don't see anything coming out the ass end of it?
Somebody explained that, and I can't remember what it was.
Was it
But I
plasma?
mean, that could be bullshit. I don't need. Yeah.
Proton? No, they don't have that in Little Rock.
It powers itself on our hopes and dreams.
Oh yeah. There you go. David Wilcock designed it. By the way, where is our flying
Where is
car?
his car? Is it supposed to be
It's
around?
supposed to be
now?
out to yesterday. Yeah,
Oh,
yesterday.
God.
He's a little late. He said it'll be another 40 years.
What a cock!
I spent too much money on Christmas presents. I'll have to buy one next year.
I need to go, guys. I forgot.
David, we will your car.
Yeah, man. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll fly it over the White House. We'll see. They shoot him down. That'd be the greatest joke of all.
Oh, yeah, but the thing is, imagine it crashed and he climbed out of the wreckage. Like, there's hair all over the place. Like, oh my
Hi,
God,
everybody.
aliens are real. And they're really,
Just
really
a massive
ugly.
forehead, no hair.
That forehead he has, right? How does he get that forehead?
That forehead's got to be like what you.
I mean, I've got a pretty good forehead, let's be honest, but
That's better right there. Hey guys, I'm gonna be on Rich's show a little bit later. I'll see you there. Okay.
There'd be another
seeing you guys.
autopsy. There'd be another autopsy video out, which is just Wilcott being cut into, and then you'd hear one of the surgeons going, "Oh fuck me, it is a human."
Yeah. Reverse Wilcock.
Sorry, can we put this spleen back?
Oh God!
Sorry, that's a chicken breast. All right, I gotta go.
Never gonna.
What's
get
the show,
Wilcock on
Rich?
the show.
Tonight we got like ufology's biggest mistakes of 2022.
Alien Addict and Musty Audio.
And what UFO researcher would you like to shadow for a week?
I thought you were going to say Shag. Oh.
I thought that was the show.
Oh, can we do for the Christmas party? The Christmas party episode.
What's that?
I've said to Ollie we should do like a Christmas party episode for the next week before Christmas. I think you should get lots of pictures of different people in the UFO field, and we should do Fuck, Marry, Kill for everybody.
Thank you. I'll use that. That's a great idea.
Fuck, marry, kill. That's harsh.
Everybody.
Well, that's the game.
Who wants to get married?
What?
All right, let's try it real quick before I go. Lee, you ready?
Yeah.
Anjali, Linda Moulton, Howdy Doody, Fresh and Fruity, and Christina Gomez. I made it super easy for you.
Christina Gomez.
What? Fuck?
Yeah.
Who are you gonna marry?
I'd fuck. I'd marry Anjali because at least she could keep me entertained with stories.
All right. And?
Well, the last one's a kill, isn't it?
Linda Moulton?
Yeah.
Oh, well, she's near death anyway. What an experience.
Linda melting how by the looks of her face.
Oh, poor little ET look-alike.
Ollie?
She was ET stunt double. All right. See you guys.
Do I have
Bye-bye.
to answer?
I have to go. You guys can stay.
Yeah.
All right,
Fun.
see you guys. Happy New
Okay.
Year. Hey, if I don't see you, wait, next week is the 23rd. Are you going to be doing a show, Ollie? 2
I'm
days
doing a show
before?
next week. 2 days
Alright.
before. Yes. I
Alright.
will. Unless for some reason I get piles. I've not had it yet, so
Okay.
I'll be on.
All right. Have a good one. See you guys. Thanks for having me on. God bless.
Roger.
Ah, shit. Alien bless. Fuck me.
What was the question?
Would you fuck, marry, kill Linda Moulton Howe, Angeli, or I fuck, what's her name? I keep thinking of Selena Gomez. That would be well easy. Fuck and marry Selena Gomez. Kill the rest.
I'm a married man, so I'm not supposed to answer those questions.
Come on, it's not going to happen.
Okay. So I'll marry Linda because she's probably worth a bob or two. And
Are you joking? You would have. Don't forget, just because you marry them, you've still got to fuck them. You can't have a sexless marriage. It might go on for like 4 years.
Linda, if you're watching this now, I'd love you to come on Alien Addict at some point. I would marry you and I would intensely make love to you. I mean,
intense does not sound romantic. It's
I definitely won't sniff that many times. If like, I don't know, Lee. What would I do? I would probably, marry Linda. She's about probably about the same age as
fuck,
my
marry,
mum.
kill, Dark Hour, and
I
the
don't want to get
Cousins
married
Brother-
again.
and
You
the
see,
Cousins Brothers.
I've already done that. I've already got
Fuck,
married
marry,
once.
kill, Dark Hour, and the Cousins Brothers.
Well, I love Dark Hour, so I'd fuck him. Michael, you talking about Michael?
See that? You'd
Michael's
marry
a
one of
very
the-
sexy man.
So
I'm not
which
even
one?
gay, and I
So
know
which
he's
one of the
good looking.
cousins would you kill? Because I'd have married Michael.
Mm.
I'd have made an honest boy out of him.
I don't know. I think I'd probably make them kill each other, and that, psychologically.
I think if you kill one, the other one couldn't live without the other.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to kill them because I do like them boys. Even though they're very sneaky in the field of ufology.
I love how you've just turned around and said you would marry Linda Moulton Howe and make love to her intensely. So you said intensely, and you're pussyfooting around a fucking fictional game of the Cousins Brothers.
I don't want to kill them though. Kill.
That's the what? Are we going to do this game next week or what? Because you're going to have to kill somebody if we are.
Oh, I don't know, but I'm going to have to think about this game.
It's a great game.
Killing
great game
to kill.
Hashtag content.
Yeah, but then Blake will get his knickers in a twist and he'll go, well, he just said, somebody on that show just said they'll kill me. And I'll be like, well, come on, Blake, we were joking. You can't joke about death. You can't joke about murder, Ollie. That's what I'll get. He'll message me on Facebook. So we could have something different, like, so say if Blake and Brent were involved, would you shove in a freezer for 1 year?
I don't think that's going to work out well.
Instead of death.
Okay, this is like the Batman thing, isn't it? This is like the Batman, the thing the comedy guys used to do on YouTube, where it's like, Batman, you kill loads of people. Like, no, I don't. They're just really tired. I hit them and they're really tired. It's like, no, you totally killed that guy. No, sleepy bad guy.
The worst thing is, if they cut the shit out, which they just don't seem to ever be able to do, I'd actually think, you're all right.
The shit's their stick. It's what it is.
Shit, yeah. A leopard can't change his.
It is what it is.
A leopard can't change his scabs. Leopard can't change his spots either. I'm sorry if anybody's a leper. Do we have lepers these days?
I hope not.
It's a horrible thing to be a leper, especially if you got a cock.
I've thoroughly enjoyed this show tonight, Ollie.
Yeah, it's been a
Thoroughly
good
enjoyed it.
A good show. Probably YouTube.
I've had a right good time.
Yeah. Well, should we end the show and me have a chat?
I'd like to have a chat. I've got no other booze, but I've got half a bottle of wine.
Yeah, I've got 2 beers left, but I am driving at morning. Guys and girls in the chat.
Oh, Phil, Gary dropped in with that. I'd rather Rich.
What's that?
I hope he's talking about fuck, marry, kill.
ID Rich.
Winky tongue face.
ID Rich. We should ID him.
I'd rather.
I don't know that sort of slang. Dyslexic.
I would rather.
Well, that stands for ID.
I'd.
I would.
I'd.
It's just because of the double capitals.
Fuck my tiny fucking mind.
If I can see you tying your ass, you fuck you tying your asshole then.
No, I'm fucking fat and 6'2". I haven't got a tiny ass. I'm packing some fucking junk in the trunk.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave Lee to say goodnight, God bless, and night, good day, mind the bugs don't bite, and all that jazz, and tell you where you can find him.
Musty Audio, come listen on all the podcast platforms. The best place to listen to Musty Audio is now definitely Spotify, because if you choose to watch it, you can. We've integrated some video elements too as well. Like last week, we had some video elements, so it's handy because you don't really have to look at the video. But if we're bringing some images up and it's in your pocket and you go, oh, I want to see what that picture is of the satanic cult, I can look at it. But yeah, so Musty Audio's on everything. Obviously, Ollie's stuff goes up after the fact on Musty Audio as well. It's the best podcast you're not listening to. I don't understand why you're not listening to my podcast, because it's fucking ace.
Some people don't venture off YouTube, mate.
They don't venture off YouTube, and they should, because I'll be perfectly honest. Everybody you watch on YouTube wishes they could say more than they can, because YouTube is a fucking cage. That's why I don't upload stuff to YouTube anymore. There's no point in me. If I put 3 podcasts up on YouTube, I wouldn't have a YouTube channel anymore now.
I love your YouTube.
I love Hayley Williams' tube.
I don't know who she is.
She's the singer from Paramore. She's a fucking babe.
Oh, Paramore. Oh, yeah.
I think she might be the most beautiful person in the world. See, between her and Alexa Bliss are the most beautiful people in the world.
I don't know who Alexa Bliss is.
She's a WWE wrestler.
Oh God, I'd be all over that like a rash, and I'm married.
It's just incredible. It's like literally when God made her, he stood back and gone, "Fuck me, that's it, topped. Might as well stop now."
Isn't it weird how we're not men can't speak about women that we like these days without somebody going, cancel that bastard?
I mean, first of all, I'm not important enough to get cancelled. The second of all, the only
if you are,
no. The only reason important people get cancelled is because they apologize. The worst thing you can do, because 9 times out, don't get me wrong, sometimes
never apologize for wanting to fuck somebody.
No, but sometimes people say shit, and you go, probably shouldn't have said that, but it's a slip of the tongue, and you go, oh, and the amount of people that jump on top of them, and you go, fuck, I'd love to dig through your closet. I'd love to dig through your skeletons. That's why, I try to be as
transparent.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if you were to have a pint with me in a pub, this is it. You're getting me. The same me that you get, the same me that talks about fucking crazy conspiracies involving fucking Epstein Island and stuff like that. That's the same conversations I force my friends to listen to in the pub. Your dad? And my dad gets so upset with me about the moon landing stuff because he loves the fucking moon landing, and he loves the moon landing and he loves the royal family, and me and my dad are best friends, and there's no end of friction.
And you told him that the royal family's never landed on the moon, and he was absolutely gutted.
Absolutely good. And the it's just it doesn't matter, but it's fucking. I don't think things are anywhere near as restrictive as people think they are. I think it is.
Just gotta have a bit of balls.
It's a bit of balls because what we have is censorship, and it's self-censorship. Self-censorship is more dangerous than government-regulated censorship, or even like tech giant censorship, because you're the guilty party if you're self-censoring. If it's government doing it, it's obvious to everybody. It's obvious to everybody you're being silenced, for instance. Whereas if you're doing it yourself, then you're the only one to blame. You're just a coward.
So the moral of the story is, guys, if you want disclosure, don't be a coward. But on the final note of that is,
listen to Musty Audio because it's a great podcast.
And also, maybe everything that we talk about on this channel when it comes to aliens in the past, we might have been wrong.
Yeah, I tell you what, this is the one of the reasons, apart from the fact that I'm allowed to come on it, one of my favorite things about this show is that it's not so fucking. Every other UFO channel doesn't even entertain the fact that it might be bullshit. I think more UFO channels should entertain the fact, and it's only because they're scared of upsetting the listeners. Because
Lee, I'm not saying it's bullshit. I'm saying there's definitely something out there.
Oh no, I think there's something out there, but
it might not be.
It might not be
lights in the
green men.
skies.
Yeah. But I think the way I look at it is, if you're going to have extreme ideas, right? Now, be that fucking some sort of satanic
and own
cult
it.
Run. So no, but be it a satanic cult running the world, be it stabbies not being a good thing for the human body, be it Bigfoot or aliens. If you've got, that's an idea out of the norm, out of normal thinking, so you're instantly in a minority. So it's one of those sort of situations. If you've got 10 people in your house that tell you the house is on fire and they run out, and you stand in the house, chances are your house is on fire and you're going to get burned to death because you're in the minority. But now and again you're going to go, no, you've made a mistake and you're the right one. But but you've always got to take that second and go, am I full of shit? And I constantly, like, genuinely, daily ask myself if I'm full of shit or not, on a daily basis. If you're not doing that, having these conversations, you're probably fucking crazy.
I know I'm crazy. But I know
Nobody
you
else
are
does.
too, so it's
I couldn't
fine.
hear you.
Oh, that worked?
No, you had your hands right in front of your microphone.
I said I know I'm crazy, but you are as well, so it's okay.
I think so.
I think most of us are. But I think the crazy people are actually the same ones. And on that note,
I think the crazy people are the ones that don't think they're crazy at all.
good night, God bless people. What the hell's going on here? I've only had 4
Mind
beers.
the Dougs don't wipe.
Mind the Dougs don't wipe. Mind the bugs don't wipe, don't bite. Go check out the links in the description. You'll find Musty Audio. If you want to get yourself some merch and rock an Alien Addict t-shirt, they are there.
Your last comment is the only same person in the chat. It's good advice to everybody.
Go on. Give it that final.
I placed pressure plate bombs around my bed, chained myself to the bed, and brought 3 German guard dogs, 3 cameras with motion sensors. I want
that guy on the channel.
We've all been there. We've all been there. You get
Email
lifted
me.
out your bed. Lifted out your bed. You got. We should chain myself to this fucking boat. Some dogs.
And on that note, there's the email, people. It has been up earlier in the show. If you want to be on Alien Addict, if you have a crazy story, if you have a crazy good story, email me. I want to
Corey,
know.
good story.
No, actually, Corey, I'm on your side. I want you on the channel. Tell me about Gaia. I don't give a fuck if you lied about the aliens. Just tell me what's going on. Good night. God bless people. Mind the bugs don't bite. I'm Alien Addict, and this is Must See Audio. Go check him out. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
For now.